Thank you very much for joining me. Today, we will learn how to assign rooms to attendants and inspectors and how to reassign them. For that, after creating the schedule for the day and how many hours will each of the housekeepers will work, we will go to our assignments option on the left menu. From here as well, the top part will give you a breakdown of what the day is looking like. As you can see, we have our option for attendants and also for inspectors. We have all the rooms here that are showing all of the room status. So as you might know, red stands for dirty, yellow stands for clean, and green stands for clean and inspected. Now, there should be a few properties that go from a dirty status to an inspected status, and that's okay. What you will need to do is basically from a dirty status, change the status to inspected. But for the properties in which they go from a dirty status to a clean status, and then from a clean status, an inspector will go and take a look on the room, make sure that everything is fine. Then it will go from that clean status to an inspected status. We will go ahead and show you that as an example. But just keep in mind, if you don't use this within your property, if you don't go through this procedure, go ahead and skip the inspector procedure and changing the rooms directly from dirty to inspected. From here, in order to assign rooms, we will go ahead and click on the Show More on the first housekeeper. As you can see, the option to assign rooms now appears. So we can go ahead and click here. My suggestion is always clicking on any status to dirty, so then we can actually see the rooms that are dirty and we can go ahead and assign them. As you can see on top, we have the capacity. Capacity is 5, which currently is at 0% as we haven't selected any room. As we start selecting rooms, the capacity will start changing to what does each of the rooms is worth in terms of credits or units. As you can see, the more you select, the person gets the 100% of capacity. Okay, so once you have reached that 100%, you can go ahead and assign 10 rooms, and you will now have that housekeeping 001 has 10 rooms to clean. From there, I will go to my second housekeeper. I will click again on Assign Rooms, select Dirty Status, and start assigning rooms to my second housekeeper. As you can see, if I already went over, it will still let me assign, but it will let me know that I have exceeded by 1, so I can go ahead and make sure to remove those rooms to bring it back to 100%. And I'll go to my third and last housekeeper to assign rooms. So I will click from here and just assign the last few rooms. As you can see, I'm only getting to 60% capacity for my housekeeper 3. So I will go ahead and assign these rooms. And to make it a little bit more fair for the ladies, so then they can go and clean or focus on other areas, I will go ahead and select 2 rooms, go to Actions, reassign from my housekeeper 1 to my housekeeper 3. Okay, so my housekeeper 3 now has an 80%, the same with my housekeeping 1. So what I will do as well, I will assign 1 room to my housekeeping 3rd from here, from my housekeeper 2. And I'll assign from that housekeeper 2, 1 room to housekeeper 1. Okay. So now all of my housekeepers have a total capacity of either 90 or 80%. So this will allow them time to go and clean some other public areas. And as I can see, there's still 1 room pending to assign. So as this person, housekeeper 2, has only one room, you can always go back and assign that room. Once you have assigned the rooms, what you can do to print their schedules, go ahead and print today's schedules. From here, you can either print all of the schedules, only the attendants, only the inspectors, or by printing individual schedules. As I would like to print all the schedules, I will go first to the inspectors to make sure that I assign all of the outstanding rooms that inspector number 1 will have to inspect. Again, clicking on my drop-down menu, assign rooms, and from here, assigning all of the rooms that needs to be inspected. That will include my clean rooms as well. Okay. So once I have assigned all of the rooms, let me just show you how will the printing documents will look like. As you can see, you'll have the name of the housekeeper on top, and it will have their position. So in this case, housekeeper 1 is an attendant. We have all of the room numbers that this person will be working, and also their room status. So in this case, we have a vacant superior king room and several others, and it will also have the date. I can go to my housekeeping 2, and it will have the same information. My housekeeper 3rd, and again the same information. And my inspector, all of the rooms that the inspector needs to inspect. Thank you, excellent. Thank you very much for